We start in Cleveland. The city's getting tough with Norfolk Southern and CSX railroad companies. It's issued a series of violations over what it calls poor conditions at 99 railroad-owned properties, even bridges. The city and drivers share safety concerns, including, but not limited to, falling concrete.
Fall down on your windshield, what? You gonna have an accident, people behind you gonna wreck. I mean, what? Kids in cars, we in cars.
Both railroad companies did respond tonight, saying they continue to meet federal standards to ensure properties are safe. Concern over bridge conditions is a story News 5 has been updating for the last couple years. Tonight, News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis follows through, telling us the city of Cleveland believes railroad companies need to do more.
They cannot leave it like that.
Cleveland Slavic Village homeowner Travis Layton says he's worried about his safety and falling concrete every time he drives under this Norfolk Southern bridge, which spans over Broadway Avenue just south of Harvard. The bridge issued this citation for graffiti, weeds, and chunks of falling concrete.
And look at these holes. Y'all can see the holes. If you walk down there up under the bridge, you can see the sky.
Slavic Village resident Constance Baranski, who walks under the Broadway Bridge, pointed to steel beams that are rusting through. She too is concerned about all the falling concrete here.
It could break the windshield, dent the car, it could hurt the driver, it could cause accident.
Cleveland Chief Assistant Director of Law for Code Enforcement David Roberts pointed to the same issues here at this bridge owned by CSX on Holton Avenue near East 91st Street. The city issued these misdemeanor violations on 99 CSX and Norfolk Southern bridges and properties across the city.
Easy enough to stop the chunks of concrete from falling. It doesn't take that long to do that.
The city of Cleveland also contacted the Federal Railroad Administration to do further structural inspections at railroad bridges in the city.
We're not actually citing them to repair the bridges. That's a federal requirement, and we have turned them into the federal government to say, you need to come out, inspect these bridges.
CSX responded to our story saying CSX's bridges are maintained to federal standards. Just last week conducted a tour of our bridges in the city with a group of state officials to address any concern. Norfolk Southern responded saying, in Ohio, we've invested $100 million in installation, rehabilitation, and replacement projects over the last 5 years. In the next 5, we anticipate more than $240 million in bridge projects in the state. Still, though, the city of Cleveland says it's prepared to move forward with the violations in Cleveland Housing Court if repairs aren't started by September 12th.
But even if they want to say, look, it's not very serious to have one bridge with graffiti and weeds and crumbling concrete. Well, that's serious to us, though. That's someone's neighborhood. Someone walks through there. Someone drives through there.
And the Cleveland Law Department right here at City Hall says it's prepared to levy fines of $5,000 a day to both railroad companies for each violation that's not taken care of by next week's deadline. You know, News 5 will continue to follow through on this developing story. I'm News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis.